Today, NASCAR raced at Watkins, Glen in upstate New York, and William Byron put on a dominant show. He was able to get his fifth win of the 2023 season. Let's get started with this race review.
Back to reality.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of In the NASCAR Watkins Glen Race Review Edition. So, yeah, guys, and this race, I feel like this race was way better. It was better than the Indy Road Course. I just feel like this race, there's just more, I just feel like this race had a little bit more, what's that word? It's some more things happening. Like, more things happening. And plus, I feel like this race was a little bit more quicker. I feel like, last week's race was a little bit over, 2 hours. I feel like this race is now, under, it's practically that same, or maybe even lower. So, yeah. So then, so stage one, we're going to get started with the race review. So stage one was won by Michael McDowell. McDowell had a really fast car today, guys. He really did. And then stage two was won by William Byron. And so, yeah. So at the start after stage one, Michael McDowell went on the pit road, and he actually got penalized for driving in through too many pit boxes. He drove in 4. The limit was only supposed to be 3. And so that's when William Byron completely just went over there and dominated. That's ever since the start of stage 2, that's when William Byron dominated. At the start, it was Michael McDowell, and then that penalty cost him back to 17th. And yeah, and Denny Hamlin, he won the pole. So yeah, I didn't even expect Denny Hamlin to do this good at Watkins Glen. I thought he would probably be somewhere around the teens, but he definitely impressed me today, guys. So Denny Hamlin definitely impressed me. He was in the top 5 all day. Just so yeah, I have to give props to Denny Hamlin, man. Awesome day. So second place, man, feels good to get a top 5 out of road course. So yeah, and then Chase Elliott, there's drivers who were below the cut line that were good at Watkins Glen. Obviously, Chase Elliott's one of them. Bowman, Gibbs, Allmendinger, Suarez, Bubba Wallace, he needed to have a good day. And he did that, guys. Bubba Wallace had a good day. And with William Byron winning, he actually gained more points. He's actually now plus 32 above that cut line. So we're going to get to that in a little bit after we talk about the rest. And I gotta say, nothing really much even really just happened other than William Byron leading the most laps, 90 laps, and there was 90 laps of this race, and William Byron, I think, led half or over half. I think over half of the laps today was led by William Byron. So, yeah, congratulations to William Byron. And yeah, the Toyotas, Denny Hamlin and Ty Gibbs were up there. Christopher Bell was up there late. What else that happened? Kyle Larson, he was out there too, and then he got a speeding penalty, apparently for too fast exiting pit road. So yeah, Larson went to the back of the field, and that practically ended his day completely. Not getting crashed out of the race or anything. He just didn't have a chance for the win. Didn't have the chance for the win. So yeah. And then Almirola spun out. Suarez, he started inside the top 15, then on lap 5 ended up spinning out and tapping the guardrail just a little bit. So, yeah. And then that practically also kind of ruined Suarez's day. Ruined his chances to win, but didn't completely destroy his day. So, yeah. And then stage 3, William Byron dominated and ended up winning it. And the only caution today was for Chase Elliott. He ran out of gas, went on missing the chicane, stopped, had to wait for a tow truck to go push his car back to pit road, and Yep, Elliott, man, he ain't making the playoffs. I'm calling it right now. He ain't winning Daytona. He ain't making the playoffs this year. So yeah, he is not definitely not one of my picks. Now anyone can win a Daytona. Anyone can, but I'm just saying I'm not counting Chase Elliott there to win. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's just how I feel. So yeah, I feel like this. I feel like Chase Elliott's shot to make it to the playoffs was today. Didn't happen. Ran out of gas, and yeah. To me, it's kind of funny. I don't know. I don't know. Like, did Alan Gustafson like miscalculate the fuel or something? That's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. So yeah. And then another incident that happened, which was an incident at the end of the race where Kyle Larson and Austin Dillon got together and ended up having a discussion after the race, where apparently Austin Dillon made just a little bit of contact with the five. Then Larson, I think, didn't appreciate that, got in there too hot, and wrecked himself and Austin Dillon. And I know Austin Dillon was not happy about it. So yeah. And I think that's really all that happened. There were some incidences. I think there was only like couple of 3 spins. One with Suarez spun around, Almirola spun around, and then Larson and Austin Dillon getting together. I think that's all that there was for incidents. And then Chase Elliott running out of gas. That brought the only caution of the day. And other than that, oh, I forgot to mention McDowell. If you want to know where he finished, I think he finished like dead last. I believe he finished dead last because he had an engine problem in the final 12 laps. Gosh, that hurts for Michael McDowell. And also he had a speeding penalty as well. So not one but 2 pit road penalties and an engine. That is just really low. Obviously not the day Michael McDowell wanted to have. Obviously not a good day for McDowell. But, Michael McDowell did have a good car, just not the finish he deserved. But congratulations to William Byron. 5 wins, tied for the most in the next gen car with Chase Elliott and Logano last year, not including the non-points wins. So yeah, 5 wins is currently the most wins we've seen from this next gen car in a season. So yeah. What else? Yeah, I think that's it for to describe this race, guys. So yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the playoff standings right after I'm gonna tell you guys the race results.
Alright, everyone, here is the race results. William Byron won the race, finishes first. Denny Hamlin, my favorite driver, finishes second. Christopher Bell, third. AJ Allmendinger, he was one of the favorites. He's a good road course racer, finishes fourth. Ty Gibbs, I think this is his second top 5 this season. Martin Truex Jr., he didn't really have a good car today. He ends up finishing sixth, though, with track position. Chris Buescher, 7th. Tyler Reddick, 8th. Ryan Blaney, 9th. Joey Logano rounds out the top 10. Todd Gillen, 11th. Bubba Wallace with a good day, 12th. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 13th. Kyle Busch, 14th. Brad Keselowski, 15th. He's locked in on points officially. Austin Cindric, 16th. Ryan Preece, 17th. Ross Chastain, 18th. Mike Rockenfeller with a top 20 finish. That's awesome for him. And Josh Berry will be taking over the 42 next week at Daytona. Corey LaJoie, 20th. He was good in qualifying, though. Kevin Harvick, he's also locked in on points as well. Daniel Suarez, 22nd. Not the day he wanted to have. Alex Bowman, 23rd. Justin Haley, 24th. Andy Lally, 25th. Kyle Larson ended up spinning out and getting that pit penalty at the end of the race. After then that caution came out. Finishes 26th. Josh Blicky, 27th. Cole Custer, 28th. Eric Jones, 29th. I didn't even see Eric Jones, on the track at all today. So, man, Eric Jones, he was really quiet today. Almirola, he ended up spinning out at one point, finishes 30th. Austin Dillon in 31st. Chase Elliott, after running out of fuel, I think finished the lap down, 22nd, 32nd. Harrison Burton, 33rd. He at one point was battling hard for the lead with either Ty Dillon or another driver. Here's Chase Briscoe in 35th, and Michael McDowell, looks like an electrical engine problem. He ends up finishing last. Obviously not the day for McDowell wanted to have.
So yeah, guys, in conclusion, this race to me just feel like, timing distance, like timing wise, was really quick. I feel like this was more quick than last week's race. It just feels short and simple, and road courses, it's good. It's good. And yeah, like I said, now I'm going to go and take a look at the playoff standings right here. So as you guys can see, Harvick and Brad Keselowski, you notice their names are now in yellow, which means that they are now officially locked in with the playoffs, not in wins, but on points. Because they were like over 130 points above, both Harvick and Keselowski are. So that means they both have enough to advance to get locked into the playoffs. But now that's left is Bubba Wallace. He's the last guy in by like 32 points over Ty Gibbs. Holy gosh, guys. I so want Bubba Wallace to make the playoffs, like so bad. I'm glad nobody knew one today. But Bubba Wallace, he's good at Daytona, he's good at super speedway tracks. I believe he's gonna get in. I have confidence in Bubba Wallace. He's gonna be making it in. I think he's gonna take the last spot in the playoffs. Now obviously anyone can win Daytona. Ty Gibbs, rookie, I don't think he's gonna win it. But I'm going to talk about more about that later. I feel like I'm going to talk about the playoffs, the cut line, how everything shapes up on Saturday before the race or Friday. I have to wait and see what happens. So yeah, so that's how the playoffs shake up. I'll talk more about the playoffs before Daytona. So yeah. So guys, in conclusion, this race was really good, and yeah. So for Watkins Glen is one of my favorite road courses. So yeah, I'm gonna give this race an 8 out of 10 for this one. This just feels like a really good race, guys. Really good, really fun to watch. It was quick, it was short and sweet and simple, and it was good. It was good. So yeah, and so all I can really say, guys. William Byron won it in dominating fashion. Congratulations. So, yeah, he's definitely going to be a championship favorite this season. And, yeah. So, what do you guys think about this race? Let me know in the comments below. And, yeah, there was some passing happening. And, yeah, so that's practically it for this little race review. So, William Byron wins. And, anyways, this is Preston signing off. Peace out.